So if you're not caught up with the news, at the LA Founders event, Dr.Disrepect unveiled his new game project by his company Midnight Society, dubbed Dead Drop, a vertical extraction shooter. Now, I know what you're thinking. What the hell is a vertical extraction shooter? Well, this tweet here by Robert Bowling, a founder of Midnight Society, pretty much sums it up perfectly. It's a vertical extraction shooter which combines the map design of an arena shooter with the large scale and player counts of a battle royale, with some element of last man standing, but with a session-to-session persistence and ability to extract early. Now this personally gives me Division Dark Zone vibes, and for those who don't know, I really like the first Division. I specifically like the atmosphere in that game. Exploring a deserted, crime-ridden New York City was really cool, especially with the snow and the blizzards and stuff. It was super dope. But this most reminds me of the Dark Zone from the Division. The Dark Zone was kind of like the beta version of the Battle Royale genre. 16 players are set off in an area of the map labeled the Dark Zone. This area is PvP and PvE, while most of the Division campaign and the area you play in for most of the game is solely PvE. It's sprawling with really tough enemies and actual players that can kill you. Thus, PvP turned on. The objective of the Dark Zone is to extract valuable and legendary loot not found in the base game. Once you find legendary items, you have to extract them in an intense extraction sequence in which enemies spawn and every player in the lobby is alerted to the extraction as well. And if you die with the items nabbed in the Dark Zone, you lose them. They're dropped and have to be grabbed again. You don't lose your main guns that you got before going into the Dark Zone, only the guns that you found in the Dark Zone. In my opinion, this extraction shooter plus the Battle Royale elements sound very similar to the Division, which is really cool. I really dig this concept. I think the Division worked really well because of its environment. Everything else, like the gameplay, the multiplayer, and actually a little bit of the Dark Zone, else kind of fell short. But that's a story for another day. We're here to talk about Dead Drop. With Dead Drop, you could apply for a Founders Pass. With this Founders Pass, you get to test out new updates, get access to early builds, and vote on features of this game. And, well, your boy applied and got accepted into the Founders Club. With that, I get access to the new Dead Drop Snapshot. This just being a snippet, a snapshot if you will, of the game, this is incredible. The atmosphere is insane, and I really like this world already. Even the lore of this game is interesting. And this is from the official Midnight Society website. 40 years into the climate wars, population and pollution levels skyrocket. Cities erect massive refiner states, megastructures built to extract toxins from the stratosphere. These towers are self-governed city-states with only one export: space dust. A concentrate from the refined pollutants is bricked, cut, and sold to an addicted populace of the sprawling urban cities surrounding the structure. Once government-owned facilities, the lucrative dust trade has now led to the forced occupation of the refiner states by competing factions fighting for control of the towers and the resources inside. These factions, made up of skins and sins, compete against the occupying force of cleaners who operate the refiner state in a never-ending struggle for resources and gear. This sounds insane. It's giving me like Blade Runner and Dune vibes. More Blade Runner with the actual environment and Dune with the whole dust trade. And I didn't even mention the NFT system. With the Founders Pass, you get your own procedurally generated variant profile picture or NFT. Now, say what you want about NFTs, but I feel the integration with video games and NFTs is a pretty neat concept. And if you really hate it, look at CSGO skins, and that's what I think they're trying to go for here in this game. These variants come in all shapes and sizes, with different visors, items they're holding, and backgrounds. It's really dope. Their visors can even come in different conditions and such, really adding a lot of cool designs to the variants. It's not yet known how these characters will work in game, but I'm guessing that you'll be able to play as these characters, which seems pretty cool. And since I'm a founder, I get access to the Snapshot. So let's get into it. The actual gameplay of the Snapshot is more or less a firing range and somewhat of a walking simulator, if I'm being honest. This being a snapshot, it really is only a glimpse of what the game is going to be like. Pretty much just almost a benchmark of it. From what I get from the Snapshot, it's a very gritty shooter. It almost gives me Escape from Tarkov vibes, Borderlands 1, and Alien vibes. Tarkov for the movement and like looking feeling, also a bit of the environment. Borderlands for the gunplay, there's just something about this reload animation and aiming that reminds me a lot of Borderlands 1, which isn't bad. It's actually kind of cool because Borderlands 1 is a good game. And finally, Alien for the look of the weapon. I mean, come on, that is 100% inspired by the Alien's M4A1 pulse rifle, which looks really dope in this game. I love the art style and aesthetic they're going for. Dead Drop's got some real grit to it though. It's not like Warzone's slide canceling everywhere or Apex sliding and jumping. It's going to be its own unique movement system, and by the sounds of Doc, it looks like we're going to get even more movement techniques.
Pristine movement, vertical movement, grabbing rails, swinging from them, sliding down, jumping out windows, scaling sides, just to get to that next level. But at a nice pace that's just fast enough, not too fast, you know?
The only hindrance though that I have with the Snapshot is just the optimization. For some reason, I had to turn down the resolution in order to get 60 FPS. That's why the footage you're seeing looks kind of weird. But thanks to StarX in the Midnight Society Discord for actually getting me this information on how I can get 60 FPS. And it's kind of weird. I can run Elden Ring at 60 FPS with my GTX 1080. And I know the bare minimum is a GTX 1080, so I think some optimization enhancements for lower end cards is greatly needed. I know it's literally just a glimpse of what the game is going to be like, but I feel like nailing the optimization is crucial. We see a lot of games now release with very poor optimization, and that really hinders their day one launch. And I feel like nailing the optimization now is a vital thing, is a crucial thing. Altogether though, things are looking good, and I'm pretty stoked to be a part of the founders in Dead Drop, and to have received a variant. I'm definitely going to make more videos on this game in the future, and possibly stream it once it fully releases. Plus there's a new Snapshot coming out in 2 days, and I'm definitely going to cover that. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know what you thought of it. What do you think of Doc's new Battle Royale, Dead Drop? Are you a founder, or have you played it yet? Let me know in the comments below. As always, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next thing I create. Peace out.
Can I take a picture with you?
Kidding me? No.
Come on, man.